It will going to be over the phone.
Okay.
Sit here. We'll make this phone. It's not time yet.
Okay.
Grab a chair. You?
Thank you.
Welcome. Grab a chair. What time it is?
11:26.
You want a drink of water or something?
Oh no, I'm good. Thank you. So if I cooperate, Raghi, you reckon within 6 months or so I can be off the treatment authority?
I cannot say how long, but yes, your chances are good. Okay, but I cannot tell you the time period, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's up to the doctor and panel to decide. But it is always good to come in person and attend the meeting and try to do the, like, okay, when I'm saying that complying with the treatment, see how you go, take the medication, see how you go, if it is making any improvement or not. Discuss with the doctor. If it is improving you, yes, you can talk about it. Or if it's not getting any improvement, still you have this feeling, talk to the doctor.
Yeah.
Okay, so that way, you want to become better.
Yeah.
And you want to get out of this shit altogether.
Yeah.
That
So when I'm off the treatment authority, that means I don't have to get the injection. Is that
That
correct?
is true. That is true. That is true. But those things will happen as you become better and better.
Yeah.
Okay. So first and foremost, you have to become better, and you should. This kind of thoughts shouldn't come there, and then you should be able to freely function, enjoy the life.
I am freely functioning, so I'm better. I just gotta wait for time.
That's good. That's fine. That's good.
Yeah.
That's what we're aiming for. If that happens, it's very good. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm happy to support, okay?
Yeah.
Support as much as possible. I'll give it about another half a minute before ringing. I have a copy of that report here with me.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning. This is Saragi speaking. I am with Mr. Melvin Prasad.
Yeah, thanks, Ravi. And Mr. Prasad there is Melvin. Are you there?
Yes.
Hello, I'm here.
Yeah, hello, Melvin. Okay, so thanks, Melvin. Thanks, Ravi. Nobody else is coming, Ravi. It's just you two.
No, just the two. Yes.
Yep. All right. And now, Melvin, my name is Matt. I'm Matt Heelan. I'm the presiding member. Nikki Stevens is the medical member. Hi, Nikki.
Yeah, good morning, Nikki.
Hi, good morning, sir. Hi.
Peter Knott is the community member. Hi, Peter.
Good morning,
Good morning,
gentlemen.
Peter.
Morning.
Right. I've got a clinical report here. Now, the clinical report is dated the 25th of May.
Yep, 25th of May, and the report
Yeah.
report was given to Mr. Melvin Prasad on the 31st of May.
Yeah, good.
And also Mr. Melvin Prasad had an opportunity to see the doctor, Dr. Joseph, on the 4th of June.
Yes, okay.
And he came to see the doctor and to get the injection on the 4th of June.
All right, thanks, Raggy. Now, we've got that. We've got the treatment authority itself.
Yep.
We've got an email from you, Raggy.
That's right.
Saying that there'd be 2 attachments to the panel.
That's
We
right.
never received them. What are they?
Oh, you haven't got. The Mental Health Act said that you received them.
Oh, okay. What are they? Is it a self-report or?
Yeah, self-report.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, Melvin, can you read the self-report to us? Is it very long?
It is very long. I requested Mitch to send it to you so that you can read it before the meeting.
Yeah, okay.
Can we have it
Let me
adjourned?
get a communication mixed up because Ragi's email, your email goes to Mitch,
Yep.
and then Mitch forwards the email to the mental health review tribunal administration staff,
Yep.
and then the administration staff forwarded that.
Okay.
And
Because
it says that the 2 documents received on Friday were passed on.
yep.
But then there's no document.
Oh.
There's some
Uh,
I mean, there's an email, right, on the information portal that we have access to. But I can't read an email on that portal, but it looks like it would be the same email that you sent anyway, right? Maybe
Yeah.
not. I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
We don't have the self-report, that's for sure.
I've got the.
Is the self-report about why you, Melvin, is it your preference for the treatment authority to handle results today?
Yeah, basically it's very important that you guys read that self-report. It's in great detail and why I shouldn't be on treatment authority.
Ah, right, okay. Just checking with the other members, you don't have that, do you?
Yeah, I have it with me now. And Melvin also has a copy. But
Sure. All right. Well, look, there's obviously been a bit of a mix-up.
is there a fax?
We're under
Is
time constraints, and we would usually want to sort of have this looked at carefully if it's lengthy. When you say lengthy, Melvin, do you mean 3 pages or 6 pages or 9 pages? How many pages?
Okay, we are looking at full 2 pages and a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
And if you want, I can fax it to you. But now Melvin is asking the question. But is it possible to have this meeting adjourned before so that the panel members get an opportunity to read that email?
Yeah, probably. Let me think about it. See, I don't know that there's a way to get that. Just let me call someone.
Yes,
see
please.
If I can ruffle something out.
Okay, please.
Yeah. Just a sec.
Yep, thank you. I'll make sure they read it, okay?
Okay.
If they haven't read it, we'll adjourn it. We'll have it later.
Yep.
No hurry, okay?
Okay. did send an email and PDF version as well.
Yes, I saw that today.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter whether it is PDF or Word.
Yeah.
Still they should have received it. I sent an email
Yeah.
and again sent an email to the Mental Health Act asking, look, I sent an email, have they sent it to the panel? I haven't got received a reply.
Oh.
And this morning I came and there was a reply saying, yes, it's been sent.
Yeah. Okay.
And now if they're confirming that they received the email, they didn't receive the attachment.
Oh. Okay.
That's a bit silly.
Yeah.
So, because, sorry, I was not at work.
No, that's okay.
If I was at work, I would have printed myself a separate copy. Then I would have sent it differently from my email address.
Yeah.
Because since I was at home, I had no option.
Yeah.
Because I had flu.
Yeah.
Because one of my client came and he said that he got COVID positive, so I had to transport him to the hospital and all that. He had flu. I got it too, but no, not COVID.
Okay.
All right. Now, we're back. Can you hear me,
Yes.
Melvin?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. We chased those documents up, and we've had both of them for the time that we've been on mute. We've been reading them.
Okay.
We've got the electronic harassment one, and we've got the gang stalking covert harassment one.
That's
so all
right.
three of us have read both the documents now and had a talk about them. We are happy to proceed, and you've had the clinical report. So, Melvin, thank you for giving us those documents that we've now read.
That's
Is there
okay.
anything you wanted to say about the clinical report itself?
No.
Okay. And you want, so your position is that the that you do not have a mental illness that you need treatment for, and so the treatment authority should be revoked.
That's correct, because I've explained it. I don't even have a criminal record.
Yeah. Where are you living at the moment?
I live with my parents,
Yeah.
which is
Got it.
Mansfield.
Back in 2019, when you did have the issue with the police at your house with your parents,
Yep.
what happened with that? Was there criminal charges that then got discontinued, or?
No, there wasn't any charges whatsoever.
Okay, got it. No worries. So when the doctors say you've got a diagnosis of schizophrenia, obviously you disagree with that. Can I ask you why you disagree with that?
Because well, with schizophrenia, basically the reason they made me schizophrenic was because I explained to them I heard voices. But since then, I worked out what the voices was. It was voice to skull technology, how they can put a voice into somebody's head. Otherwise, I haven't heard voices or anything like that. I've never heard voices.
Okay then. So I take it that you don't think the needle. So you get a needle every 2 weeks. Is that right?
That's correct.
And obviously you're of the belief you don't need that anymore.
I don't know. And I went for 4 months without the needle, and I was completely fine.
Yeah, right. When you had to go to hospital last time, it would have been.
So the last time, what happened was I was still on treatment authority, and the police got called not because of me. The neighbors were shooting ball bearings at the house, so I called the police, and then the police came to my house and they looked me up, and then they said I was on treatment authority. I need to go and get my needle.
Yeah.
So there was the police wasn't called because of me. I called the police because the neighbor was shooting ball bearings at the house.
Okay. Sure. So in the report, it looks like when you had that time without having your needle, the doctors thought you actually did get unwell at that time, but you don't think you did.
No, because that's incorrect right there, because I called the police myself.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, got it. So you did not actually need to go to hospital then?
No, I was on treatment authority and I wasn't taking my injection. I went to Canberra and I came back, and so I was like, I wasn't taking my needle. And I came back to Brisbane.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. Now, Nikki, do you have any questions for Melvin before we go on to Ravi?
Melvin, I just have one question. So you said that you have no voices now. Are you still having the experience of the technology in your head?
No, that happened a long time ago. So like 4 years ago or so. So I haven't heard voices or anything like that whatsoever. I haven't had any sort of like paranoid schizophrenic like symptoms or anything like that. I'm completely fine, just completely normal, like a normal person. No voices, no paranoia, no depression whatsoever. I'm happy.
Now, I'm sorry, I just had one other question. So you were saying that the neighbours were shooting ball bearings at the house. Why were they doing that?
I don't know, but my mum was there. She witnessed it as well.
Did the police find any evidence of ball bearings?
Yes, they did. They found evidence of the ball bearing and the mark that it left.
I didn't have any other questions. There's no any other questions, thanks.
All right, and Peter?
Melvin, in the clinical report, you had admissions to the hospital in 2018, 19 and 20. Were you unwell at any of those times?
No, I wasn't. That's when I was being covertly harassed and they were trying to get a reaction out of me.
Right. Who took you to hospital on those 3 occasions?
On those occasions, the police was called. So the police took me to the hospital. That's correct.
Right. And what was the average time you stayed in hospital in those 3 admissions?
Say about 2 to 3 weeks.
Right. Do you believe that you were unwell at those times?
I wasn't unwell, but I was sort of mentally stressed because I was being ganged up on.
Right. Okay.
But yeah.
My other question. Sorry.
Keep going.
My other question, that there is in the clinical report that you use marijuana and have for quite a period of time. Were you using it at those admission times?
I cannot remember. I may have tested positive, but I have no, like, I don't get any problems. So I don't get any like mental issues when I smoke marijuana. So I don't get paranoid or anything like that, like other people in
Okay.
report.
Right. Are you still smoking?
No, I started vaping, so I quit cigarettes, so I don't smoke.
What about marijuana use?
No, I don't smoke marijuana.
Okay. Those were my only questions. Thank you very much for answering them.
Thanks, Peter. Now, Melvin, I've just got to ask Raghi some questions. Raghi, you're obviously Melvin's case manager, is that right?
Yep, I am the case manager.
All right. And the treating team's diagnosis and the reported schizophrenia, has anything changed in relation to that? Is that diagnosis still the same?
No, still the same. There is no change in the diagnosis. Melvin was seen by Dr. Joseph on the 4th of June, and even on that day also the diagnosis is the same, haven't changed.
No worries. What do you what would you submit? What would you be submitting to the tribunal as related with if the treatment authority were to be revoked today?
Okay, with Mr. Melvin Prasad, currently he is willing to engage with the treating team, and he wants to get the injection, and he wants to become better, get this over with, and he doesn't want to have the treatment authority in the future. He doesn't want to have the injection in the future. He wants to lead his life, and the treating team is willing to support him every which way possible. And on the 4th of June, when he came to see Dr. Joseph on that day, he said that he was on Zoclopentixol before. When he was in the hospital, in the previous admission, the hospital started him on Zoclopentixol injection once in 2 weeks. And Mr. Melvin Prasad stated that after taking the Zoclopentixol, his eyes became very blurry. So Dr. Joseph took into consideration, after discussing with Melvin Prasad, Dr. Joseph changed the injection to olanzapine injection, and which he accepted on that day. And he is willing to, on the same day, he also gave the sample for UDS sample on that day. And then he wanted to attend the MHRT meeting. I was having a discussion with him, said to him that using any cannabis or methamphetamine may be really, he may be very sensitive for methamphetamine and cannabis. And because if he is sensitive, it is possible to have a different perception. And I was suggesting Melvin to think of any other substance, like prescribed medication, so that he can, if he needs, to discuss with the doctor, have that. And also I suggested him to have to be compliant with the injection and things like that, so that the doctor can start reducing his injection progressively as he becomes better and his presentation becomes better. In fact, I see that after even with the one injection, his presentation is much better. He can sit down and have a discussion with us. without treatment, it can go pear shaped. Like he can become unwell, but with treatment, with the close monitoring, we can slowly reduce the injection and slowly make sure he is becoming better, stay better, and if necessary, we will get him to engage with the drug and alcohol counseling so that he stops using marijuana altogether and stops using cannabis, methamphetamine altogether, so that he can have a better quality of life. That is my aim, and that's what I explained to Mr. Melvin Prasad and also to his parents. And Mr. Melvin Prasad is professionally agreeable to this idea, and also he is bit worried about the injection because he got needle phobia. He is afraid about needle, and so that is playing a major role in this whole thing. And in spite of that, he was very courageous to have the injection last time, and he says, "Yes, Ragi, I will come to have a bit more injections courageously." But although he is having this petrified about the injection, so that he wants to make sure it's all going to stop in the future. And I really believe if he stops using any of this cannabis or methamphetamine and then get this medication slowly, progressively reduced and become better and have a quality of life and become busy and do what he wants to do, I think that the whole thing can become better. And so at this point in time, the treatment team is asking the panel to consider keeping me on the treatment authority so that he will continue to have the injection, continue to have the medication, and will progressively start reducing it down. That's the plan.
Yeah, okay.
And what do you think? That's what I'm saying.
Thanks, Raggy. Any questions, Nikki?
Rocky, I just wondered whether you had the results from the urine drug screen that was taken on the 4th of June.
Yes, Mr. Melvin was positive to cannabis and also for methamphetamine.
All right, thank you. I didn't have any other questions.
And Peter?
No other questions. Thank you.
And Melvin, back to you.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't agree with the things that Raggy said, but I just wanted to give you the opportunity if there was something you forgot to say that you have said already before we make a decision.
With my use of say methamphetamine or cannabis, I've never had any sort of psychosis or anything like that, or been sensitive to it. Just that's all I can say. Like I've never had any issues.
Do you think it's okay? Like, do you think it's safe to use those drugs?
No, I don't think so at all. Like I said, I started vaping, so I'm gonna basically I'm on the verge of stopping everything, anyways.
Well, that sounds really good. All right. Well, Melvin, we better make a decision now. We've come to the end of the hearing, so we'll think about what you said and read on your documents again and what Raggy said. So we'll be back soon with a decision. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. So, Melvin, thanks for your patience, and Raggy, thanks for your patience. Thank you both for assisting us with the information. Melvin, our decision is to confirm the treatment authority without making any changes to the categories community. I know that's not the result that you wanted, and I don't want you to get down in the dumps about this because you're doing really well. You've got a good relationship with Ragi, and you're right on the edge of quitting the drugs, which is really a positive thing in your life. And you've been a while now where you've been really healthy, so you've got to keep that up. We want to see you keep that up, and we want to see you stay well. And as Ragi said, over time, the doctors will slowly back away and let you live your life the way you want to live your life. So we wish you all the best with that process, but we don't want to do that too quickly, and then you end up getting yourself in maybe some trouble again, or maybe getting unwell again. Before you fully understand this thing, because it's quite a tricky thing to learn about. But thank you very much, Melvin, for coming to speak to us. Thank you for your written stuff as well, your written submissions. That was helpful.
So
Thank you, Ragi, for your assistance.
Melvin has a question.
So if I
Yes, Melvin.
if I comply with the doctors and stuff like that, over time I will get off the treatment authority. Is that correct?
The doctors have to decide around about every 3 months if they're going to take you off the treatment authority. If they
Okay.
keep you on the treatment authority, you'll be back to see us in 6 months' time.
Okay.
But
No
if
worries.
they take you off, then you won't see us in 6 months' time.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. All good? You can work it out, okay?
Yeah.
All you got to do is, look, Kumar is very sensitive to cannabis. Even if you're going to vape cannabis, still it's going to be the same.
Yeah.
So if you're going to vape, you got to be very careful. You can get other, there are other things that you can vape, which are not any drug related.
Yeah.
You can find that either that or more expensive stuff is cannabinoid oil, which doesn't have any THC.
Yeah.
You could try that. You can get it from Muruka pharmacy.
Yeah.
You can try that. And just because you are vaping, it is any drug, still it is going to have the same effect.
Yeah.
Okay, so please be careful.
Yeah.
And always think about how to get out of this situation.
Yeah.
So the get out is not running away.
Yeah.
You have to get it slowly down. This olanzapine injection is a really good injection.
Yeah.
After 2 or 3 injections, you will see the result straight away. And then once the doctors are comfortable with you, then they will forget about this injection altogether. They will go for a tablet.
Yeah.
Then you'll be fine. Okay? So it will take some time, but it will help.
Well, once I'm off the treatment authority, I can refuse any medication. Is that correct?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Okay. No worries.
Okay. On Friday, you have the injection.
This coming Friday. Do you know what time?
You can come anywhere between 9 o'clock and 2 o'clock.
Okay.
I'll be here. Yeah, you can come. It is better to come in the morning between 9 and 12.
Okay.
Microphone.
Yeah, for 2 hours.
I'll get you to give me the injection. The other guy just like stabbed me.
Fuck all that shit. Microphone check 1, 2. Microphone check.
You too, Brody.
Say hello to your parents.
Okay, I will.
Hello.
Microphone check 1, 2. Uh-huh.
About to go do this show. Up at Memorial Hall, you know. Yeah. I don't know what we're gonna do afterwards. Probably
The
come
fuck
back,
just happened?
get blowed.
It's me. It's me.
You ain't got blowed until you got blowed with us, nigga.
Uh-huh.
Nigga.
The definition of gold is endured by the load. Trying to brush it down in the commode when I get low.
Let's roll. Cloudy, Audi me like I'm in Maui. Wowie, zowie, spark is on me, homie. This weed is like
Nakatomi,
Nakatomi,
homie.
If you want it, you can have it, be at 100 sacks and nut sacks, plus fat splats from flesh gas. Only hate wasting.
We roll high.
This is game, so let me tap into
Your
your
horny
horny
PlayStation.
PlayStation. I'm Tekka, so I'm
the fuck am I doing?
of course. Happy like I won the super trifecta divorce. Fuck with Nella, cause I'm hella
lifted.
I'm hella chronic, hella sonic. It's like I took a hit of hydroponic.
Ironic.
Not a landis, but I'm here to remind you that I'm on cannabis. Alco, without I turn to alto. Proud Joe, unless I get some Biancas to.
Hold your position. What's going on here? I just gotta really quickly check this out.
How is everything, Melvin? We got half an hour.
Yeah.
Just to let you know that we will usually address the main thing. Yeah, good.
Yeah, pretty good. Just with this Zoom clone, kind of takes them all. My eyesight's really blurry
I
from
saw that. I saw that. Well, you got a 6x6 vision with the glasses, from what I can see.
Yeah, that's when she tested it with the machine. Or like long side, but I can't even drive. Because
You can't drive, why?
my eyesight is blurry.
With the best collective vision, that means you need to have some glasses on. Is that correct?
No.
They said that it's due to the medication that's messing with your eyes. And you can't see properly and you can't talk properly.
Sure, fine.
Yeah, right now, but 2 days ago he wasn't. The day before that he wasn't.
What exactly was happening? Can you tell me a bit more about that? When you say not
well,
properly
he's
fine,
like a zombie, to say the least.
how does zombie talk? I don't know.
Oh, okay. Like he's not using his tongue properly to talk. It's like,
He was a bit
oh
slow.
yeah, hello, this is Jay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like this sort of thing, and he can't.
Yeah. I get
He
it.
can't, which means he can't work.
Yeah.
He can't, and he's been working with me a couple of times.
Right, what
and
do you do?
before, I'm a cabinet maker.
Okay.
Deliveries.
Yeah.
And he was perfectly capable then,
Yeah.
when he hadn't had any of this stuff in his system for a good few months.
Yeah.
And he
Well,
was
I
fine.
think it's a balance. See, I mean, on the one hand, yes, we need you to work, capably and all that, and on the other hand, we also need to make sure that the risks are effectively addressed. In terms of the risk to yourself, the risk to the community, and so forth. So it is a bit of a balance. Yeah. Medications, some of them will come with side effects. I mean, what is the difference? Do you think that 2 days ago you were like that, today you're not? What? Today you're not slurred. Today, you're able to
Yeah,
talk
he's still-
properly. What would be the explanation for that, do you think?
I don't know, I'm just trying to talk more
Yeah,
clearly.
he said when I really tried to, I
Yeah.
can.
That's what you need to do. Keep trying, and things will get better.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'll just be trying.
It doesn't need to be every
Yeah.
2 weeks. And if 2 weeks is too much.
Yeah,
on this stuff.
and I think that's what we need to sort of observe how things are for a period before we sort of rush to make changes, right?
I'm good with Abilify.
Well, that is something that can be considered as well in the future, not just yet.
Because I haven't had many problems with Abilify. Like my eyesight wasn't blur, I was good with Abilify, so I really want that one.
Yeah, that is something to consider.
Yeah.
We want to sort of take things slow, not rush into anything. I wouldn't want to, if you're not comfortable working, just need some rest.
Yeah, but I'm not enjoying life with my vision like this.
It's not quality of life.
Yeah. So, you know, what exactly did the optometrist do to make you be able to see 6x6? You know, as it's
Oh, she changed the settings on the glasses,
okay.
and
Right.
then I was able to see 6x6 with the
Right.
blur, like with the blur.
With the blur.
Yeah.
Right. Well, could she not prescribe glasses then?
No, I don't want to
You
wear
don't
glasses.
require glasses.
Sorry?
I'm
He
fine.
doesn't require glasses because of the medication, this thing of it.
No. What did she say? Well, I mean, did you ask her as to
No, she didn't require like prescribed glasses or anything.
Right.
Because once the medication will be out of the system, it will be back to normal.
It's pretty clear that it's the medication that's doing it. There's never a problem before.
Uh-huh.
The optical superstore. This.
Oh, hi. Yeah, my name's Joseph. I'm a psychiatrist calling from Wollongabba. I'm just wondering if I'd be able to speak to Miss Solomon Ismail about a letter she's written to me. Dr. Anup Joseph. All right. Oh, hi, Silva. Dr. Anup Joseph here. I'm a psychiatrist from Wollongabba. How are you going? Yeah, pretty good. Silva, I've got a letter here from Melvin Prasad, who is sitting right now with me. Now, in your letter, you said, there's corrected vision 6x6. Now, I'm just wondering, what exactly that means. Does it mean it's glasses or? Sure, it's a Melvin Prasad, date of birth, 8th of November 1990. Yeah. You can drive unaided, according to the test. Right. But yeah. So that's just his self-report. Yeah. Sure, yeah. I see that here in the letter. I'm just wondering, how, if there is blurring, is it normally, something that is objectively something you can pick up? Okay. Yeah. So it wasn't obviously present at the time you tested it. Okay. No problem. No, I won't go too much with it. So, not quite my specialty. All right, no problem. Well, thanks for that. Thanks for clearing that. Okay, bye. Okay, so, you're blurring again. In your case, all the time or sometimes?
All the time.
What you said is, the unaided vision, at that level, it shouldn't, unaided, when we're talking, it's pretty decent enough, it shouldn't hamper driving and things like that. We're talking unaided.
I can't read number plates, man.
Well, I am telling you what I just spoke to her.
Yeah.
Unaided vision of this, whatever that means, is not incompatible with driving according to her. So at the time of the testing, she felt that we were not experiencing any blurred vision. Okay, but that doesn't mean that you weren't experiencing blurred vision. You're having experienced blurred vision.
Why would I go to her?
Okay. Why would I go to a... Yeah.
Well, there's a number of reasons. But we'll get to that. But what I'm saying is, I'm just telling you what I spoke to her.
Yeah.
Okay. You've had the experience of learning at times, and my feeling is that you're getting a bit too worked up by the fact that you are on Zooplo, and that's impacting the way you perceive things. That could be. Well, it could be. I mean, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that it's necessarily all of it, but it could be adding to the presentation. Yeah.
No.
Anyway, having said that, I'm not saying that we're completely rejecting what you see. No, we're not. So yeah, we do wish to observe for a period of time before we look at any production. Okay. Remember that any dramatic reduction of medication, it could have very, very major impacts on your mental state. Yeah. Which was, you got to remember that, when you originally were brought back into the mental health attention, that was because you were manifesting some pretty active mental health symptoms, right?
Last time?
Yeah.
No. Last time, I was, the police came for a different reason, and then they said, my dad was shot for like 6 months.
Oh, the police came because you were worried about the neighbors, that they didn't do something to you.
No, I wasn't worried about it. They were shooting ball bearings at the house, so I called the police.
So you called the police, and then they picked you up.
Yeah, that's correct.
What do you make of that?
Well, wait, they were shooting ball bearings. I did that.
What do you make of the fact that the neighbors are shooting ball bearings into your place, and the police pick you up?
Because I was treatment authority. Yeah, so like, okay, I'll take it, even though it's fine.
I mean, do they think that the neighbors were then shooting ball bearings?
My mom found the ball bearing. And it cracked.
Fine, for a number of reasons.
It was a crack in the glass, right?
Yeah. Cracked the glass.
That all happened.
What did the police have to say about that?
Oh, they went and talked to the neighbors and they denied. They denied that they throw the, I think they do the slingshot. Yeah, as you know, the panel, I put it all the glass panel on my balcony. I was working, building in the balcony. I don't know why they did it. And he was standing in front of the door and one bearing, about 3 bearings, I think.
Yeah, 3 shots were fired.
So they're waiting for him because as soon as they ask his name, everything, they check in the tablet, they found it out, he's under the treatment authority. He didn't wait for the warrant is under him. So instead of going to that particular house, they grab him, put him to the hospital.
Yeah.
That's what the whole story ended up.
What did you take from that, the whole incident?
I think I just did the right thing.
Well, the right thing would be to take medications. So, there are no warrants outstanding, there are no authority to return patients,
I thought we were talking about the ball bearing shot.
Yeah, so maybe, your complaints would get a bit more traction, I suppose. Otherwise, we don't know what really happened. It's quite likely that you were misinterpreting things. It's also likely that maybe there were indeed ball bearings.
So you don't know.
We don't know. Well, I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just saying that.
What's your name?
Sorry?
What's your name?
What's my name?
Dr. Joseph. Yeah. Dr. Joseph.
Yeah.
Dr. Joseph. My name's Luke.
Yeah.
I've come here today to show a bit of support for my best mate.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, Luke.
Yeah. So I've known him for 15 years now. And I'm telling you now, he's not losing the plot. He's never been crazy.
Yeah.
In the whole time that I've known him, this is not Melbourne.
The whole time you've known him, what is your mental
15 years was my mental experience.
Yeah.
I don't have any mental issues.
Absolutely. We do. I'm trained. So
of course, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
So naturally, I think, our ability to pick up things is different. Yeah.
So what gives somebody the right to say, okay, we're gonna inject you with this drug now, or try to keep you
so-called keep you normal or whatever. What's the deal with that? Like how? How can somebody legally say
Do that. Yeah.
when
Good
he
question.
hasn't committed any crime?
No,
or
he's
done
not.
anything wrong?
He's not. Absolutely right.
Don't have a criminal record.
Good. That's good. So I can answer the question for both of you. Okay? Under the Mental Health Act 2016, all right? Authorized doctors, okay? People who are, who have been trained in the Mental Health Act and are authorized practitioners, okay? Can prescribe medications to treat mental illness, okay? And involuntarily treat mental illness. Okay, so that is what we call as a
Is
treatment
that
authority.
just here in Queensland or every state?
And Mental Health Act
throughout
Queensland.
Australia?
Yeah.
Just Queensland.
Yeah, the Mental Health Act 2016 is the Queensland Act.
Okay, it's a bit odd how it's here and not elsewhere.
Well, it's very similar in most places. Most places it's very similar.
But I just think Melbourne needs a chance away from this, and when he's not on this stuff, he can actually do stuff.
I think he's
He
had
can
his
actually,
chances.
he can actually work with me. Whereas now, it's just like a world of depression. He can't do anything.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here today.
Yeah. So look, I would suspect Melvin's had his chances away from medications on a number of occasions. It's not worked.
Not enough. It's
Well, what is not enough? How much time is enough time?
well, last time it was 3 months or something, and he was still doing fine in my books. But also in my books, he needs to have a chance to be able to get away from where he's living. He's living at his parents' place, but he needs to be able to get out, go for a long stint somewhere else, travel around, work, have the chance to do that and get out of his surrounding environment. I think things would change dramatically.
I mean, obviously,
I know,
if
but
he
he
needs to
can't-
move away from Queensland,
but he can't do that.
just need to let us know. But I'm happy for him to get out of his dad's place.
If he's getting this thing in his arm every 2 weeks, he can't calculate anything to do anything.
You know, you give us an address, we'll make sure the injection is given. And
See, it doesn't change anything, eh? He's still going to get the injection.
Yeah.
Have you got something lighter, at least, like some oral stuff or
Orals
something
won't
like
work
that?
because Melvin won't take tablets. Or at least, we cannot rely on his compliance with tablets.
But why can't you just let him go and see how?
We have. That's
See how-
happened.
see how it
Even
goes.
if we have not voluntarily let him go, he has let himself out, and that's not worked.
Well, it was just a series of silly events that happened. That was the reason why.
Well, whether it was silly or not, it was.
Because it was having police anywhere near him while he was at home. They saw him. Oh, hello, Melvin. Oh, okay, you're in the Treatment Authority Act. Oh, we got to take you with us now. Like, sorry, but we're
Look,
going to take.
I think
even though he wasn't doing anything wrong.
we have revoked the treatment authority on previous occasions because he was lost to follow up, and invariably he comes back to mental health attention through pretty concerning situations, So yeah. So I think
Because he's
there's
staying in
been
this-
a number of chances of medication. The fact is, he's got a condition. He's got schizophrenia. You need medications long term. That's how it is. It is a very evidence-based.
I don't think it's schizophrenia.
Well,
I
you
don't
can think
it's
whatever, but what I'm saying is, the professional opinion here is it is schizophrenia.
Well, I've known Melvin for 15 years.
Yeah.
My best mate for 15
I'll
years.
ask you that question. What is your mental health experience?
What's my mental health experience? I don't have
Absolutely.
mental
So
problems. Like, I go to
you cannot
work.
make diagnosis based on that because you don't have that. I can because I have the training.
Well, I've been around people who have obvious mental health problems. I've been to visit Melbourne in the PA, and I've been around those people. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I can see why these people are here. They have these people have some issues. Melvin doesn't have any issues. He's the most normal person in there.
Yeah, as far as you're concerned, there are these neighbors that are causing trouble at your place. Is that correct?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay. You take medications, they stop causing trouble.
Or?
I mean, does it work that way? When you take medication, do you feel that they stop causing trouble?
No.
When you're not taking medications, neighbors are causing trouble. You're on medications, neighbors not causing trouble. Do you see a connection here?
With medication or not medication, Melvin can still explain it all exactly how it's happened.
No, I want Melvin's view.
Well, when I'm not on medication, it doesn't matter. They can cause trouble whenever they want.
Okay. But as far as I know, when you're on medications, they have not caused trouble.
This is tricky. So,
No.
you're saying when I'm on medication, they're not causing trouble?
Oh, you don't believe they're causing trouble?
They haven't done anything, that's all. I've been avoiding them. So how would I know?
You've been avoiding the neighbors.
Yeah. I just don't go.
And when there is trouble, you're not avoiding the neighbors.
When there is trouble, I don't go looking for trouble, so obviously.
Well, that's the point. You're not looking for trouble then or now. So that's all. But you see the fact that connection here, that when you take medications, no trouble from neighbors. When you're off it,
Who knows? They might shoot another ball bearing.
well,
Last time there was no trouble. I wasn't on any medication. They shot the ball bearing. So
It's a bit of a long and complicated story. What would you do?
anyway,
Doctor?
what's your plan?
Yeah.
What is your plan? You don't
Just
want to
get
be with
going.
your dad. What's your plan?
I didn't say that.
Oh,
I just want to work and enjoy life. And see things with my eyes properly.
Look, I'm telling you, from that report, the unaided vision, that's what I'm going back to. Yeah, I've spoken to your optometrist. She's saying the unaided vision wasn't bad
Well, I had a chat with her. She said something. She looked up that
on this thing, you know.
the medication, and she said,
she's gone back to her later.
"Yeah, well,
She's basically read it.
let me finish."
Yeah.
And she said she said something about it was a common thing when she looked up the ingredients for Zooklone Texamol. That was cool.
It can cause blurring of vision, but what the point is, in your case, at least in objective testing, there doesn't seem to be a problem on objective testing.
What's objective testing?
Objective testing is actual testing, you know, give you a chart to read and look at letters, numbers, identify them.
I did do pretty good that day. I could see it, and I was able to work out the characters. I know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, my eyesight.
When did you do it? This was done on the 1st of June.
My eyesight is pretty bad, like from it. And I'm not like, it's not like I'm rejecting antipsychotics. I'm happy to be on Abilify because I know I did.
Why would you take Abilify?
Because that's what I was on last time.
Yeah, no, but what do you think it's needed for?
Schizophrenia. That's what I've been treated for, and that's what I was on last time.
Do you agree with that?
Sorry?
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with Abilify.
Yeah, do you agree with schizophrenia?
No. That's just your diagnosis.
Would you agree with that?
I'm saying.
Just the medication. You're okay to take medication because you're on the treatment already. And that's
Because what had happened, for example, just like Panadol.
Mm-hmm.
I'm allergic to Panadol, but after nearly 16 years ago, then doctors diagnosed me that I'm allergic with paracetamol. Anything with the paracetamol, like when I eat it, my body itchy, everything. They thought it was like that. Could be same problem with this medication because my mom was allergic with the penicillin injection. And they continued to give me the penicillin injection. She nearly kicked the bucket. So this could be the problem with that medication.
No, I don't think he's allergic to it. He's experiencing some side effects to it.
Yeah, side effects. Because
and here's the thing: we'll take on board the fact that you are experiencing some side effects, but we don't want to reduce it just because of that. We will observe for a period of time, okay, and see how you are doing. We want to see the mental state as well. And then we can slowly start reducing the Zooklone, either reducing the frequency or the dose, or you can look at a changeover to something else.
I reckon probably a changeover because it's getting depressing. You don't know what it feels like losing your eyesight.
You haven't lost your eyesight.
I know I haven't,
You will
but
not
just,
lose your
I'm not enjoying it. I'm not enjoying my
it's
days.
obviously affecting it. Doctor, what will happen? this is the 5th time he run away. If he can't take the medication, he's gonna leave the state or he's gonna go for hiding. And it's a lot of for us everything. So
is he running away or is he being hidden away somewhere? What is happening actually?
He just ran away to Darwin because the girlfriend is still living in Darwin. Couple of times he just to go. Last time he ran away to Canberra. From the Canberra.
Well, I mean, this time also he left a note saying he's in Darwin. He was.
But we don't know where he left. He got so many friends to hide.
From Luke's place, I think.
Yeah. So many places to hide. So we just come up with some sort of solution. Actually, he's happy and we are happy too. So might as well we do something because I had enough. The cops come to my place all the time, and all the neighbors look at it. All the cops come every now and then, and we feel shame because we are Indian people. We don't like this sort of problem.
Well, I mean, nobody likes that. I mean, the solution obviously is to work with the mental health team to sort of
Because I talked to the doctors at the PA hospital. They told me
you tried olanzapine, Melvin?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'm fine with olanzapine.
Depo?
Abilify.
Olanzapine?
No, I'd rather have Abilify as a
Look, I don't think Abilify is the one for you. I mean, Abilify is good. I hear what you're saying. Olanzapine, on the other hand, shouldn't have too many side effects of that sort. Shouldn't cause. It's not a typical. It's an atypical.
At least Melvin's here agreeing to take one of these antipsychotic drugs. At least you could do it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm offering something else.
Yeah.
Would you take olanzapine, Depo?
In comparison to Zyrclo, yeah.
Okay. 300 2 weekly.
Not 300 because he bought it upon. I had a blood pressure and one doctor. He gave me 60.
No. Melvin needs this dose.
Yeah.
He needs a top dose. We're only starting with 300. Olanzapine, the Depo, the max is 405. We start with 300.
Yeah, the lower dose because from I tell you what my max saying he gave me 60.
You've tried all this one before. You've been on olanzapine before, right?
Yeah, just the wafers.
Yeah. But at 30 milligrams per day.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Look, we don't want to hear what happened to you or other people. It's about Melvin. Melvin needs a good dose. Yeah? We are very clear about that. Alright? Because if you don't get a good enough dose, you start getting very worked up about what's happening around you. You start getting all these unusual beliefs, and that can impact your life. It can impact you, people around you. Yeah? Because how you respond to those beliefs. So, look, if you're absolutely this reluctant about Zyrclo, I'm happy to switch you to olanzapine.
Yeah, but I prefer Abilify, but in comparison to Zyrclo,
Yeah. So you're going to give a huge dose of it or something?
No, not a huge dose. An adequate dose.
The 300, but I was on 200 Zyrclo.
That is Zyrclo.
Yeah.
This is olanzapine. They're different medications. So 2 milligrams of risperidone would be equal to 10 of olanzapine, for example. So it's a different thing.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't need to get too worked about it. I think you've been on a good dose of olanzapine before. I'm pretty sure this shouldn't be an issue.
Well, I'm happy with that. At least I get my eyesight back.
You
will still take
have your eyesight perfectly fine. Okay? Right here.
So then basically the next question would be how long will it take me to get off treatment authority and basically
how long is a piece of string? It depends on how well you cooperate with us and how well you get. Simple.
Yeah, but I'd like to be getting off it as soon as possible, and also with the
That's always the idea, to get you off it as soon as possible.
And with the olanzapine dosage also to be reduced as Camia intake.
That we will see. We will see for all that, we can reduce the frequency, all that's possible.
Yeah.
We don't want to count our chickens before they hatch. We'll see how things go first. Yeah?
Yeah.
But certainly the treatment authority, we don't want to keep you on it any longer than you need to be on it.
With olanzapine, he has to be here for 2 hours for observation. What about if we change, just like we go for the private psychiatric. Yeah. Then he can just come out from this thing with the people.
The specialist psychiatrist can lift the treatment authority.
Because
Is that
it
correct?
was already been booked one time, but we had to cancel it. Yeah.
Authorized who are in charge of you and your team. So, for example, you are right now part of the Bulangabate team. I am the psychiatrist. Okay, now you may move to Gold Coast, for example, but you will get a different team there. Okay, now treatment authority would then be transferred to them, and then they may say, "Oh yeah, you're fine," and then they'll book you.
Yeah,
it's possible, but it has to be in the public setting. There's not too many, but some private psychiatrists may be able to take over the TA. In which case, if they're happy to do that, they should be happy to.
One was at Springwood.
Yeah.
That we already booked him, but he was end up in the hospital.
So look, I am happy to take on board any recommendations from a private psychiatrist. I will give consideration to it. I'm not necessarily saying, I will follow it, but I will certainly give consideration to it. Okay?
Sure.
Yeah. So we're working together then?
Yeah, we're working together.
Good.
With the olanzapine injection, it will be taken for 2 hours. Melvin.
Okay.
If the injection is given, you should stay here for 2 hours.
Okay.
It'll just be every 15 minutes. You'll check your pulse, your blood pressure, your vitals essentially.
But if you refuse to stay here, then it will be a problem. We can't give the injection here. Then it has to be done from the hospital, unfortunately.
It was the same injection you used to get where they check your heart, everything.
No, that was Cozapine.
Can't they just say this stuff?
Which one? Oh, it's not. It's good for you. I mean, it's good for people with the problem. It has a potential problem. That if it gets too soon into the bloodstream, sometimes people have a dramatic fall in blood pressure, which is why in the depot form, which is why we need to monitor. It's a very unlikely event, but there is still a very small chance for it to happen. So we monitor. 2 hours of monitoring, and after that, that thing should be okay.
Right.
Yeah. So look, it's a good injection. It's a good medication. It's got very good response. It will, you may sleep a bit more than usual. You may feel a bit more hungry. So these are the sort of common side effects.
A bit more hungry, better, because he hardly eat anything. That's
Is it?
Yeah.
And olanzapine is the one. You sleeping all right, Melvin?
Yeah. He sleeps all right.
Yeah.
Because my bedroom is next to his.
Right, okay. That's good. All right. Hey, well, thanks for this, because this does clarify a lot of things for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you got that done. So we're stopping the program. Thanks. Okay. Saved.
How often do I get the olanzapine depot? How often is it? Like every 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
We start with 2, but we can go to 4 eventually.
Yeah.
I'll also just keep in mind I got a phobia of needles.
Yeah.
So how?
The more you get, the less of a
check and
phobia
then
you
you
will
go
have.
for 4 weeks. Then from this to.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
But I'll try to make a booking with the other psychiatric, the private one.
Yeah.
Then I can just see, because schizophrenia, we thought in our family we got it, but no, those people they don't got all those things.
Who's this?
My wife's brother.
Ah, yeah.
Because the parents were addicted with the drugs, and when he was in the womb, that's how he developed like that. But got very slow start, and one of my wife's uncle, he was involved in accident, car accident, and he was on heavy painkiller medication, and that's how we were.
No, that's bullshit. He got abused really badly, and he was a really smart guy. He's quiet. I already checked him out. He started taking shit from people. And it's not schizophrenia.
Well, I mean, it's very difficult. It doesn't mean that, one of you has to have schizophrenia, only then he will have schizophrenia. There is a heritability, so there is what can you say, there's a proneness to the problem, and for example, a particular gene that gives, increase the risk of schizophrenia. Now, his mom may have it, or you may have it, but it is not manifesting in your few because, it does not then come together with our mother in environmental issues or secondary factors. So, unfortunately, in his case, that has happened. All right? And that's how he's got the problem. Yeah? So, there are it's multifactorial. There is heritability, but there are other things that would probably come together to produce schizophrenia. Yeah?
You think it's in the genes? You think that's right?
It is to some extent, but that's
No,
not all
it's
of it.
created.
There's a heritability thing. It's about 50% of the illness is a heritability thing, but the other 50% could be a number of things. Cannabis or whatever other drugs that people use, that doesn't help either. It
Bullshit.
will increase the risk.
Explain the other bit to everybody
No.
recently.
Cannabis?
No.
Can you do us a urine screen today?
UDS.
So, Melvin, would you stay for 2 hours to get the observation? You do it.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Don't get too worked up about the blooding and all that. That'll all sort itself over time. Yeah. I mean, for me, that's not necessarily so.
My mom was very strict, no smoking, no drinking, no drugs, nothing like that.
Yes.
I had to get a hiding, a lot of hide, work in the farm.
The trouble with marijuana
Same these days.
it is okay for some people to have it every day. They are not having any problem. But for some people, it causes a lot of problems. It's like a peanut butter.
Yeah, for other people, I can explain that.
Some people end up in the hospital because they're allergic to the peanut butter. Similarly, I was talking to Melvin so many times. Some of the drugs that he is taking or is whatever it is causing some problem for him. He got an anxiety. By the way, he got some anxiety issues he was talking about. Look, this is a good time to talk to the doctor about your anxiety issue.
Because what happens once the thing will dominate your brain, and see your brain will start divided into 2 parts, the bad part and the good part. Once it dominates to the bad part, the drug will try to dominate you all the time. And once you try to leave all those things, you start shivering, all those things, your body won't be in control. Because my father used to be alcohol, that's why mother was very strict on me. Yeah.
So beside all that,
That's the alcohol withdrawal properly.
Mahendra, that's right. What is your take? Is that a problem or not? Does Melvin have a psychiatric illness?
No.
What do you want to call it?
Yeah, because what I'm thinking was he misused the drug.
Yeah.
And that could be a problem with him because he don't know what he's doing. But
He doesn't know what drugs is, he's never used it.
My wife is there too, then we can explain because it's really hard to explain the way he's trying to act. But when you talk to him, he don't know what he's saying. We know really what it happened.
Overwhelmed.
Myself too, I'm not just like an ordinary person. I was in the university, I saw the people who used to take the drug, the lecturers used to take the drug, all the thing, and what happened. And all those top people with the PhD and the professors, and at the end, we know where they end up in the ditch.
Yeah.
All the degree, everything went
Dr. Joseph will be in the fucking ditch.
I was on the boat, on the ship. I'm a professional as a marine engineer. I know a lot of people used to take all those things.
Yeah.
But I was away, but I can see how they behave.
Yeah.
I got a good experience with all this.
I don't think you do, Dad.
With Melvin, is there a problem you think? Or?
Yeah, but I don't think so because I think that drug misuse goes
I mean, it's caused him some sort of a
some sort of a problem.
It's cost me my fucking life.
From some of the research that I've done, is pointing away from that. For me, I think that there's like I wonder how you guys in this room would feel if you did find out one day that there was something like this happening in Melbourne, wasn't the only one, and you did do some research into it.
Yeah.
And you did try to understand a little bit.
Again, you were going to send us something, sir. Where is your Melvin?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Just made it easy for you.
What came first, QR code, COVID-19 or me?
Because I've done a lot of research.
What's on this QR code?
And it makes sense to me.
That's where you can find the information, YouTube or Facebook, all the communities and stuff like that. So you're not just like reading web pages. I've already done the research and made it easy for you. So you just put the QR code and it'll go straight to the videos.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Organized stalking and electronic harassment by the police and hospital. I suspect you think that I'm also part of this.
Fucking oath I am, you fuckwit.
Well, there's a built-up report from Mental Health Act and like the health and then the police. So obviously you're just doing your job. You're just
like from somebody like me's perspective, I have nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't know any different to anything else that's going on. You're just here doing your job. You've been through university. You've learned all your degrees and you've done your courses and and now here you are, and that's all you've done. You're not, you've been taught a certain way, and you haven't been dragged down into anything along those lines. They wouldn't want you to.
Well, look, I can see that if there was even some truth in a lot of places, then it's a worry, isn't it?
Absolutely. Especially worried, just like his only son, and I got to I was really worried me now.
So here's the thing.
Sorry.
All you need to do is
he's your only son. Yeah. I'm really worried because everything just like we were trying to run a business with a truck business, the rental property. Everything is like a stop now because once he's better, we want to transfer everything under his name.
It is devastating. I want Melbourne to have a normal life. I want everyone to have a normal life, and all this.
And there's only one person that can do that, or that can help you find that normalcy, Melvin, and that's you. By coming here, you talk to us like you're doing today. We always get towards somewhere. Yeah. And if not, well, then this is what we'll be stuck in, this cycle. Yeah. And I'm obviously not going to say you're normal based on one review, but maybe I see you 10 times. It's a different story.
Sure, makes sense.
Great.
And then the next doctor, the next doctor, the next doctor.
Yeah, that's the plan then.
I have one question for you. This MHRD meeting, do you want to attend the meeting? It is on the 14th.
No, I'll skip the...
You're going to skip it?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I don't want to skip one again, I'm just happy to come with you.
It's a tribunal hearing.
Hearing.
It's an independent tribunal. They don't belong to the treating team.
I think we went out there.
Okay, well...
We attend, yeah.
Okay. You're going to attend?
Yeah, I'm going to attend,
I'll give you the time. And I'll also text you the time a bit later on. And if you can come here, I'll book a room for you. And because it's going to be over the phone anyway. It is on the 14th. I will send you the time. It is on the 14th at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
So I will send you a text message.
Yeah.
And I will also send you a text message about this. And you can come a little bit earlier so that we can settle down in the room and we'll start at 1:30. So if you're here at 1:15, and then I will be here too, then we can sit in a room and you can voice your thoughts about to the tribunal. Yeah. And if you want to ask any question about your report, this is the time to ask.
No, I think I've asked all the questions I could think of.
I basically gave up around that time. Don't even attend my tribunal. I didn't know what a clinical report was. If I saw that, holy shit.
Because he got, how many GP you got? Not the one, my GP, doctor.
I've got Dr. Chen at Wishart Village.
He's already dead.
Yeah.
I bullshitted there.
Carlos Chan?
No, it's Chinese.
Yeah, Carlos. I don't know what his name is. Chan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, whatever Queensland Health Mental Health Act 2016 gets in contact with gets infected.
You get a Medicare rebate, right?
Medicare, yeah, I got a Medicare card.
No, you're gonna get a Medicare
But if you have a GP
referral, just like the private GP, I can explain to you.
Oh, to get the specialist for something?
Yeah, specialist.
Yeah, I just explained it to him.
So you have to pay only $50 out of your pocket.
I'm way ahead of everyone.
You have to pay all of it from your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll probably be getting the referral from Dr. Chen then. You should relate what medical practice.
Yeah.
So they can build up more rapport in different doctors' places and stuff like that.
Get in touch with your GP one time.
Because it's confidential, private doctor-patient report. So now they're trying to build up in my community areas.
What's your research like, News? What have you researched and what did you find?
Basically...
I mean, reverse engineered.
Yeah, I've seen quite a lot of, done a fair bit of reading and a fair few documentaries and things like that, and you wonder why, why would somebody bother making this up?
Absolutely,
Go
bro.
through such great detail to make it up.
Boston, yeah.
I mean, I guess if you have a look at some of that stuff, you'll see some of it. But and you might ask yourself, why would they do this to Melbourne? Or why? Does he doesn't have money? He doesn't have any great, fame or wealth or whatever.
Yeah.
But the thing I sort of realise is Melbourne isn't the only one. There's a lot more.
Money, wealth, and fame?
People, random people out there whoever you want to say they are, can just start doing this as a experiment or as a maybe the health system doesn't really care about people's health as much as they say they do. There's plenty of other treatments for cancer and stuff like that, but they don't really tell you about that because if it's not chemo, it doesn't make money. It's all sort of about money in the end, and it's a bit of a funny sort of a health system that we all live under. But yeah, I guess it's a bit hard to talk to somebody who's been through all the uni and done all the degrees and everything, because they think they've learned it all, but there's always stuff to be learnt out there, different things to look into, and I think it's totally worth it. You can never stop learning.
No.
And
that's true.
Looking at some different pictures, different possibilities.
Pretty good for static.
To the two of you,
Recorder.
look at it from the medical side. For once.
NTSC, PAL.
Look at it as if you do have a problem, and you take the medications, and see how things would be different.
Yeah, it's a kind of a funny one, because if it's all true, then when Melbourne, because you've told me yourself, Melbourne, as soon as if you've had this happening, cops come and get you, take you to the PA, it all stops.
Yeah.
You hear nothing. It's all gone as soon as you get into the cop car.
Yeah.
Before you have any jabs in the arm.
Yeah, that's correct.
Never heard of nothing in the PA. Nothing happening there. So that's pretty weird to me.
He's in the cop car. There are cops around. What could have?
Well, it could be having this voices thing going on. Like,
No, not the voices. I mean, that's one thing. Yes, that's correct.
That's right. So
But I'm in my room.
And you're having the voices before the cops got you.
No, they were trying to get me out of the house.
So basically, We're hearing the voices the minute the cops come. They turn the voices off.
What exactly were you hearing?
It's written in there like there's somebody harassing me. And they use their own words and stuff. So some of the words they're using like malnourish and those are words I don't use. So if my brain retained that kind of information, I have to Google some of the stuff they're saying. Like private marshal and stuff like that. Yeah, I can barely work out what they're saying.
Things to screw with your head and make you look crazy.
Make you display symptoms of schizophrenia. But it's microwave water. Microwave water. No, it's actually pretty old. Microwave water.
Apparently they did this in the Second World War. They were able to do this to a whole group of
These materials that you're looking at,
Israelis.
are they from any sort of
I think it was a god
authorized sources? Authorized meaning, I mean, not so much authorized as, verifiable sources.
It's been in the news.
In the news, that doesn't mean it's verifiable. I mean,
It's probably Martin syndrome. It's probably microwave.
It's the Channel 9 news, and the amount of nonsense that's on there, you got to sift. You got to be able to sift what is true, what is not.
Yeah, well, we agree there.
Yeah.
A lot of things easily get kicked to the side as fake when in fact they're pretty true. But,
Well, look, I think here's the thing, I think you can have a view on this thing, but give Melvin a chance. Give Melvin a chance on the treatment.
Fuck you. How many times? How many times? How many doctors?
For a little while now, and I just know when I see Melvin when he's on the treatment, he's not Melvin at all.
Oh, he's way past fuck Melvin, man. This is me now.
He can't seem to experience joy. He doesn't want to do anything. It's like he's some sort of captive in that.
That's fine. For a while, he's recovering from a problem, and it's okay to be different for a bit. Okay, and in time, he will be back to normal.
I'll never be fucking normal. What I've gone through.
Yeah, okay.
We can't rush to it.
It just doesn't
This
seem
is not a simple problem that is just going to go away in 2 days. It's not.
Yeah, basically till I kill myself or fucking turn into a vegetable. Long-term brain injury, vegetative state.
How many days has Melvin worked with you in total?
How many days? I had Melvin back a few months ago now when he'd been off that stuff for a while.
Can you count on the fingers of your hands? How many days?
How about this one? Fuck you.
How many days? Like probably, I don't know, maybe 8 days or something. He worked with me.
In the past year?
Yeah, probably. Well,
that would be all the number of days you worked.
Only because I had some work for him. I had deliveries. And
Yeah.
I needed someone to help me. And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, right. And this was during the time when he was off the crap for 3 months. He was out of his system and he could actually calculate something and do stuff.
But it's still not great enough, is it? 8 days in 1 year.
It's not a full-time job, no.
Yeah. I know.
Like, does it
Melvin, do you want to be in some sort of a job that something we could help link with? I mean, obviously there would be the job that Luke gives, but we could link you with something too.
No, I can find jobs.
Providing? No, I was smarter than that.
Been able to though.
No.
What do you think is the problem there?
No, I had a
You.
job offer just the other day.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's the other day, but I'm talking about the past year.
Yeah.
You haven't really been working?
No, I haven't.
Well, you can't.
What do you think has blocked you from working?
You.
I think I was just unsettling, that's all.
That's fine, but settling for schizophrenia. You're on the pension for schizophrenia.
I'm not on pension, I'm claiming disability pension.
Okay. Yeah. You're not on the pension?
No.
What are you on? Just the New Start job seeker thing, is it?
That's correct.
Oh, he knows all about it.
Yeah, but what do you think is the reason you haven't been able to do much work?
Oh, because of the treatment
So
authority.
the treatment authority is there, but you're not the treatment. You've not really been on treatment much.
Oh, I did get a job, and then I had a job lined up like about 6 months ago, but I was on the run.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. So when did you last use any cannabis?
Can't remember.
Like a few weeks ago? A few days ago? A few months ago?
Use what? Cannabis products? Hemp oil, hemp cream.
What made you stop?
I started vaping and stuff, so I was quitting cigarettes as well.
You're quitting cigarettes still?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Beautiful. Okay, well, thanks for this. This is useful. And the optometrist.
No, not useful at all. Yeah, that information is.
It's got the first QR code, and the information's there. I put it as simply as possible, and yeah, you'll see. And some of them are from
Did I say yeah, you'll see?
I just like cut and pasted it, like government documents that came out. So.
Yeah, you fucking definitely will see. If I said that, yeah, you'll see later on, motherfucker. You will see later on, motherfucker. If I just heard myself say, yeah, you'll see, I basically fucking, that's, yeah. I swear to God, I thought I heard myself say, yeah, you'll see. Basically, I just did this recording, but there's a big fuck up. I noticed something there. I'm not sure what happened anyways. I'm just gonna carry on at this point. You just gotta analyze my dad's voice right there. He's never, the amount of pressure he was under, I was super timing it. He's not a user of drugs, so he doesn't understand. Basically, when he's studying drugs or becoming a pharmacist, one of the first things you'll learn is how to poison the human body. So these are side effects, and the side effects in the background, they don't know drugs. These guys are just, they're not even drug users. Okay, so that's why there's tobacco and alcohol. They're both fucking drugs. Understand that quickly. So these are side effects in the background. These are the blocks and stuff like that. These are receptor damages, and they're irreversible over time. So that is what you call a vegetable or vegetative state. Basically, sorry bro, if you did nothing wrong, you got nothing to worry about. Everything will just work itself out. I can see that. What else can I explain? In relation to the neighbors, in the voices, I was hearing that it was fucked up, but then they're trying to do, when my parents went home, house number 20, 20, house number 178 was involved, and other people trying to get me to come outside and lure me out and cause a reaction so they can record me and everything else and build up a report. So I would just basically keep to myself in the house. So the use of methamphetamine and cannabis and all that stuff, it doesn't fucking matter, because they weren't able to get a reaction out of me because they were trying to play mind games, try to play use this technology, paranoid schizophrenia and the voices. But I just worked out, hang on a second, that's fucking man-made, man. I'm not that fucking stupid, because I'm a DJ. I make sounds and stuff like music. So I knew this is man-made. They can't just fuck with my head like that. So that wasn't going to work on me. For the average person, that will definitely fucking work. I can guarantee you that. So they tried all sorts of alternatives to get me out of the house to really fucked up lengths. I can tell you that much. Really fucked up lengths. So for me to get outside the house and try to rescue or go to these people's house over and over again, they would have had to do some pretty fucked up things for me to do that, because I would learn my lesson once, I would learn my lesson twice, and I won't make the fucking same mistake again. And also, I'm a type of person who would rescue anything and anyone under any fucking circumstance, regardless of the situation. So rescue people normally have training, like sea rescue and all that stuff, fire rescue. They have training and all that, but I learned languages and stuff like that. I would try to rescue somebody anytime, anywhere. So they have repeatedly abused the shit out of me doing that. I don't know how to explain this. And laughed at me as well, constantly over and over again. So this is house number 20 Valentia Street. This is house number 178 Newnham Road. The house behind as well, house number 42. She used to basically go, yeah, I'll buy him a house and all that stuff. Basically, after they destroyed my fucking life and everything, I was trying to build my relationship, my soulmate, basically the girl I was in love with. I've had fuck ton of girls, models and everything else. I was in love, and after they destroyed that and separated us, that's when these fuckers moved in house number 178, just to remind me, yeah, we fucking did that. It's pretty fucked up, man. And just to laugh at my face kind of deal. I don't know what else to explain here, but just know that is one of the most important things. My dad's voice there, I did not yeah, anyways, my dad's voice is one of the most important thing. I know the rest right now, but it looks like they just want to know, where is he hiding? Where is it? I'll just replace this. Where's his daughter gonna hide now? We'll find her. Where is she going to hide? Because I explained this on Facebook when they were explaining I basically said it. Whoever's doing this, I'm gonna basically punch their fucking head. I said it on Facebook. I'm shaking trees and all that stuff, and watch what's gonna happen. And then one thing led to another, because whoever's doing this was turning a blind eye for a long time, a blind eye, letting it happen. So I've done these things. One thing led to another. Ended up fucking there to Wollongabba trading community. And then I'm just about to punch their head in or fucking question them further. I don't care, male or female. And I asked them basically, who reported this? And they're like, oh, now it's private. Now imagine this. Mom, I just want to identify the guy who raped me. Mom, please, let me just... I just want to see that person. No, it's confidential. You know what I mean? Not mom, sorry. Like, just that person. I just want to see. It's confidential. It's private. So basically, C4's police forensics order is where the police can now have access to your private and confidential doctor-patient record. So otherwise, it's confidential. So that's why they were trying to contact and basically use Queensland Health Mental Health Act 2016 to all my GP general practitioners and stuff like that. So there's multiple reports everywhere, and I basically just bullshitted. And they also lied. They were like, I recorded that one time too, but I think I've lost that recording. She's like, yeah, I already spoken to Dr. Chan. Dr. Chan's already fucking dead. I bullshitted. I knew the entire thing, the operations. I know computers and stuff like that. So Dr. Chan's already fucking dead. So they were trying to get me to there, and they already fucking bullshitted. They just wanted me to sign that paperwork so they can now get records and have access to that. So basically, whatever Queensland Health Mental Health Act 2016 gets into contact with gets infected, regardless. Okay, just remember that. Otherwise, it's pretty confidential. Doctor and patient reports and records. You have to transfer these things. At the same time, my dad doesn't understand these things. He doesn't understand drug use, so he only knows so much. He's not a drug user, so I have to basically understand these things. Fight my parents. You don't want to understand what my parents are like. Trust me, you don't want to know what my parents are fucking like in my childhood and my fucking upbringing. At the same time, understand my friend. At the same time, understand these fucking doctors. At the same time, every single thing else. The weight of the world on my shoulders while I'm being tortured, while the voices and while the entire thing is happening. You don't want to understand the torture I've actually gone through. Yeah. I just want everybody to understand that very clearly. I'm about to run out of battery. I don't know what else to say right now. Basically, that guy taking notes, he's a fuckweird little motherfucker. He just got promoted. Last time I saw him, he was taking fucking notes and shit. He was like a fucking trainee or some shit. He just must have just gotten promoted, acting like a doctor. He doesn't know shit, man. Like, he doesn't know. He's not a specialist psychiatrist, basically, who can lift my treatment authority and take it off. The cunt who has had multiple reports against him. His name is Dr. Snyder. And he's already had multiple reports of basically falsely putting people on ECT prior, and he's my fucking specialist now, working for Wollongabba treating community level 12. That's the guy there. So basically electroconvulsive therapy, shock treatment, okay? Copy that. And the worst part is the wiping memories and shit like that. I can't believe I have to become the brain fucking person as well. At the same time, the eye. So in relation to me losing my eyesight, I didn't know what to explain, man. Like, I didn't know how to explain it. I was seeing colors and blurry. So for about 30 meters, everything was fucking colors because of Zucopentixol is the one. And also I was biting the side of my cheeks. What they were going to do was they were going to try to strip my driver's license. Use that. And I was basically going to be a hazard on the fucking road. You've got no idea how fucking bad this is and how cruel this is to do to somebody. And I've got really good fucking eyesight, man. They were that fucking jealous. So that's Dr. Joseph. He's not a specialist psychiatrist. I don't know what the fuck. Anyways. Yeah. So anyways, so multiple doctors have come through and I'm rotated already. So they rotate, have many doctors, even Ragi's been rotated, different case managers and all this stuff, the panel and stuff. I just happen to fucking go, oh yeah, I've got these emails and I'll just change the subject to the panel and the girls at the front desk are gonna think this, and that's when shit hit the fan. Because nobody knew what to do with this, so the entire panel must have read it. When my tribunal happened, those judges that were involved, they called in a sickie. They didn't even come into work. So some other dumbass bitch was replaced with that. Some other fucking dumbass bitch going, yeah, I read the report, all that. Do you agree with this? Do you agree with that? Clinical report. I saw the clinical report, I didn't know what the fucking clinical report was, okay? So it got mailed to me and they did confirm that, but when I looked at it, it was just some dumbass shit. It wasn't the